Okay. Hello, this is Darren Marchant with the Astroponicist, and I would like to make the case for every student K through 12 in the United States getting a chance to see a curated video, perhaps perhaps edited by someone really good like the Corridor crew, of all of the incidents, or at least the very best picks in a 20 or 30-minute video of the incidents of humans experiencing microgravity. I think this is an important experience in the early education of children, very inexpensive and easy to implement. I believe that there's good reasons from my research as a space enthusiast for doing this. Skylab was an early space station made from a rocket body where astronauts were asked to experiment, to play around with how human bodies move in space. One of the really interesting bits was that a man was able to demonstrate how, in a non-rotating space station, he could run around the walls in a circle, and his motion, his angular momentum, would draw him against the walls of the space station. Another astronaut, having been through basic training in the military, was able to perform an analogy of parade formation steps, where he was able to rotate a quarter turn and stop, and a 180-degree turn and stop, by the way he manipulated his mass. There were some other very interesting things in, of course, the International Space Station, but also in Mir and other things. There's also a program called the Vomit Comet, of which some of my most favorite videos from the Vomit Comet involve cats and birds, which are some of the most humane experiments that humanity has done with animals in microgravity, considering the French cat experiment, which I find to be quite a tragedy. I think it's very important that we consider deeply how humans move in microgravity and what advantages students may have from realizing this. And I'm getting very dizzy trying to use a very low budget demonstration of what it might be on a space station someday if it rotates. I also think it's an interesting thing. We might go back and look at Wernher von Braun's presentation of his idea of a rotating space station, as well as other demonstrations or video relevant to how space stations have been imagined over the years. Thank you very much. This is Darren Marchant with American Nomad News, about to fall on my butt from being dizzy.